Coming up, deception of the worst order.
On the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story.
This is a spicy one. Now, I'm going to read the ABC response and the Amy Robach statement given to Project Veritas and I guess the rest of the news media. This is from ABC. At the time, not all of our reporting met our standards to air, but we have never stopped investigating the story ever since we've had a team on this investigation and substantial resources dedicated to it. That work has led to a 2-hour documentary and 6-part podcast that will air in the new year. Podcast? Anyways, here's the Amy Robach statement. As a journalist, as the Epstein story continued to unfold last summer, I was caught in a private moment of frustration. I was upset that an important interview I had conducted with Virginia Roberts didn't air because we could not obtain sufficient corroborating evidence to meet ABC's editorial standards about her allegations. And the Covington kids, remember that? They were guilty. Of what? I don't know. Standing there? My comments about Prince Andrew and her allegation that she had seen Bill Clinton on Epstein's private island were in reference to what Virginia Roberts said in that interview in 2015. I was referencing her allegations, not what ABC News had verified through our reporting. The interview itself, while I was disappointed it didn't air, didn't meet our standards. In the years since, no one ever told me or the team to stop reporting on Jeffrey Epstein, and we have continued to aggressively pursue this important story. Now I have about a 1 minute 20-second excerpt of the total video of the Project Veritas James O'Keefe video of Amy Robach. I'll stop it. I think I picked a good portion out of it of where I can really comment on it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story.
So no one knows who Jeffrey Epstein was. This is a stupid story. Huh. Interesting. Even with evidence abound that possibly, most likely, even on airplane manifests, that Bill Clinton was on there and other high-profile celebrities. But this is a stupid story. Interesting. Let's continue.
Then the palace found out that we had.
And what is the palace? Is that headquarters? That seems kind of veiled aristocracy. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of weird.
Her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways.
It wasn't just, we didn't have the evidence. The Crown of England threatened ABC. Huh. But no, there's nothing to see here.
We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will.
There you go. Losing out on interviews with Kate Middleton. Interesting. So they didn't care about the truth. They only cared about access.
That also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me.
Alan Dershowitz. Another high-profile figure had, according to Amy Robach, squashed the story. Access again.
Everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years.
She had pictures. She had everything. She was hiding 12 years. Now, if you have pictures and they are of proper evidence, what's going on here, ABC?
We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything.
Really? They had everything, but nothing at the same time, so ABC decided to squash the story?
I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail.
So she tried for 3 years to get this on, to no avail. And ABC, kowtowing to high-profile backlash and threats from the British Crown. Oh, wow. See, you could tell her in her face. She's pissed. And she already said she's pissed.
And now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now.
Now, I understand she's got a job at ABC. She could have leaked this somehow, but didn't. She could have leaked it to somebody else to go, hey, I can't push this through. As a good journalist, can you push this through?
Every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal.
So what they had was unreal based on evidence that they had, but it wasn't enough evidence to push. But yet you're going to push the Covington kids were racist, criticizing a Native American, which come to find out wasn't even true. They were allowed to push that without evidence. But this, they had more than enough evidence apparently. And nothing?
Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago saying, there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. And I had it all 3 years ago.
She had it all 3 years ago, and ABC, without doing their due diligence, let a pedophile continue his rampage for additional 3 years. God dang, man. Unbelievable. And this is from page 6. ABC bosses scramble after Amy Robach's comments about Jeffrey Epstein leak. Spicy. ABC bosses are battling to deal with the fallout from comments made by Good Morning America reporter Amy Robach, who was caught on hot mic claiming network brass scrapped her interview with the Jeffrey Epstein accuser to appease the royal family. I understand, it's not just a hot mic, it was a hot video. The GMA reporter could be heard complaining that she spent 3 years trying to get the interview with Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who alleges she was forced to sleep with Prince Andrew while she was kept as Epstein's sex slave on air. ABC News chief swiftly moved on Tuesday to have Robach issue a statement in which she backtracked on her initial claims. Of course she did. The anchor said she was caught in a moment of private frustration on video, which was released by conservative website Project Veritas Sunday and believed to have been taped this in July. In her statement, Robach said she was disappointed that her interview with Giuffre, taped in 2015, did not run as it failed to meet ABC's reporting standards, while insisting that she had never been told to stop reporting on the Epstein scandal. Unless, there were some Republicans involved, maybe. ABC's resources told Page 6 Tuesday there was zero truth that the interview was held to court favor with the royals, and particularly, as Robach said on camera, to get an interview with Prince William and his wife, Kate Middleton. She knew she's been in this business a long time. She knew that ABC couldn't report this, or they won't get these access, if you will, with these high-profile people and celebrities. She knows that. She was 100% correct, and her backtracking shows her she has no spine. An ABC source said, a lot of broadcasters can probably empathize. We do have to run everything past standards and practices, and there are times when interviews can't air. We needed time to corroborate details, and we were unable to verify a lot of Virginia's claims. This does not, however, answer why ABC did not run the interview at a time after 2015. Giuffre has now made her claims to a variety of media outlets. Why don't you put the interview out, ABC? But you won't. In September, she sat down with exclusive with Today anchor Savannah Guthrie on rival NBC, alleging that she had sex with Prince Andrew at age 17. The royal, a former pal of Epstein, has vehemently denied the allegations, calling them false and without foundation. He denies that it ever happened, and he's going to keep denying that it even happened. But he knows the truth, and I know the truth, Giuffre told Guthrie, adding that Prince was an abuser and he was a participant. In June, the Post reported ABC News President James Goldston sat at President Trump's table alongside Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, at a glitzy dinner in London. Trump and First Lady Melania threw the dinner at U.S. Ambassador Woody Johnson's residence to reciprocate for a lavish state banquet at Buckingham Palace hosted by the Queen. Goldston, who has dual American and British citizenship, who is married to BBC anchor Laura Trevelyan, has also procured a prestigious invite to the state banquet, which only had 170 guests. In comments captured by Project Veritas, Robach can be heard talking to an unnamed colleague on secretly filmed video about how she thought Giuffre's interview was scrapped due to royal pressure. It says, I had this interview with Virginia Roberts, and we would not put it on air First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? And we already went through that video. Clearly frustrated, Robach added, Virginia told me everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. Robach also said that Gifford connected Bill Clinton and Alan Dershowitz to Epstein. Both Dershowitz, Epstein's lawyer, and Clinton were passengers on Epstein's private jet, logs show. Gifford, who claims she was lent to the firebrand attorney for sex by Epstein, is suing Dershowitz after he publicly denounced her as a serial perjurer and a serial liar and a serial prostitute. Ugh. ABC said in a statement, at the time, not all of our reporting met standards to air, but we have never stopped investigating the story. Right. Only if it starts pulling in Democrats and high-profile royals, if you will, then you stop it, of course. Robach, who also co-anchors 2020, said in her statement released Tuesday that she did not expect her comments to air, adding, as a journalist, as Epstein's story continued to unfold last summer, I was caught up in a private moment of frustration. No poop there, lady. Robach continued, the interview itself, while I was disappointed didn't air, didn't meet our standards. The years since, no one's ever told me not to, or the team to stop reporting on Jeffrey Epstein. Apparently they told you to stop. You didn't go any further when it came out, he finally went to jail and killed himself. Wink. Appearing on ABC with its wide viewership would have been of the first time for me to speak out against government for basically looking the other way and to describe the anger and betrayal victims felt. Dershowitz told NPR that he pressed ABC not to publish the interview. Robach incidents comes after Ronan Farrow alleged that the NBC news chief refused to air his reporting on Harvey Weinstein's scandal after the disgraced movie boss complained to the bosses. Project Veritas said on Tuesday that Robach video was provided by an ABC insider. An ABC source stressed that the network continually reported on Epstein before and after Robach's interview with Gifford. This just blows my mind that this sort of crap continues and continues with these people. What do you mean these people? The news media. This is right here. This is it right here. If you don't know by now that if you don't think the news media is dead now, this should definitely put the nail in its coffin as we see before us. Laszlo out.